Hello everyone, I'm Rob Warner.
And I'm Eliot Jackson.
And we have got two very special guests with us. Two women who are about 48 hours away from their scheduled drop into their first ever Red Bull Rampage. Janelle Soukup, Hannah Bergemann. You've been here before. You rode at Formation. You were here last year watching. How are you feeling? It's approaching fast.
A lot of feelings.
Yeah,
definitely a little overwhelming, but I'm very excited.
It's been a tricky week, right? You haven't had as much time on that mountain as you would like on the bikes.
Yeah, like the riding has been cut shorter practice days because we've had, like, today's been super windy, and then yesterday we had a lot of rain coming in and had to get on and off the mountain when the storms were coming through. But actually that did quite help a lot with the digging because it gave the dirt like a wonderful amount of moisture, which helps so much with stacking and packing and just everything.
Just firming up all the landings and everything too. Yeah.
Hannah, like, you've been here for Formation, like Rob said. Are you riding the same line as you did then?
No, I'm not even close to the line that I started with. Like, if you kind of look at the venue from like the looker's perspective, like the further looker's left you are is like there's a big cliff band. And like when I was here for Formation in 2019, we started like way over on the looker's right side of the cliff band. So it was like a more mellow lines off the top. And then the next year at Formation that we were at this venue, I was like a little further up in the cliff band, a bigger drop in, and then now we picked like basically the gnarliest entrance for our line. So I'm not even close to where I was for Formation. I'm using a whole different line.
You know, it's interesting. I was talking to Blake Hansen, who was a judge, and she was like, you know, after last year, you would think that like the progression was almost at the max, but this year it's gotten even more like, you know, everything's like 10 or 20 feet bigger than like, do you feel that?
For sure. And it's also helpful that this venue has been used before. So like the bones of some features are already there, and you can use that to help with your digging. Like last year, the girls were building completely from scratch, so that helps us build bigger stuff too.
Right. And Janelle, I mean, you didn't come here for Formation. Today is your birthday.
Yes.
Actually.
Thank you guys.
20 years old today.
Oh my God.
Finally not a teenager.
Are you the youngest one on the hill?
I think so, yeah.
Nice.
I think Kirsten's the next youngest.
And, you know, it's interesting because I heard a story that you went to Hang Time. You were a racer. You were a downhill racer. You went to Hang Time and you're like, this free ride stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, I was racing. I started around COVID and then raced for a couple years, and then I was like, I don't know, like wasn't, you know, winning or anything, and I was like, this isn't that fun. And then I got somehow invited to Hannah's Hang Time, and that fully opened my eyes, and I was like, this is what I want to do. Ooh. And then so thanks to Hannah, I guess I'm here now.
And this would be your second free ride comp, right? Your first is NSP in February this year?
Yeah.
And now you're at Red Bull Rampage. What's going on?
You're just as surprised as I was. Opening my email, I was like making sure it said my name. I was like, well, I guess I'm in. Oh. So I was not expecting it at all, but I'm very stoked.
And how are you getting on? What's your line looking like up there?
Scope Day was really overwhelming. I like coming into it, obviously, since it has been a venue in the past. I, look at the videos, but it's been 10 years, so like it was hard to kind of tell what was going to actually be here. But Scope Day just like looked at everything and was like, holy crap, everyone's going massive. But just picked a line that I thought I had like most of my strong suits like added up to it. And so I'm doing, just like Brandon's line, like not as far left as Hannah is, because that's insane, but just like a little bit to the right of that, and then just working down the ridge, and we'll see how it goes, but I think I like it. We'll see.
What are your strong suits? Like, what do you think really suits you on the mountain?
Jumps.
That's probably a good thing,
Yeah. It's a lot more droppy though. I mean, you gotta lose elevation, but jumps are pretty fun. Any airtime, but this steep shoots and stuff, that kind of scares me, which is funny. But I would say jumps are like my favorite thing to ride.
I heard there's a bit of a clip floating around of you having.
I brought the skate park moves into the mountain. People grinded with my body on this rock wall.
Have you seen this, Hannah?
Oh,
Let's have a look.
Okay. Yeah.
So this is your first time on a bike at Red Bull Rampage.
Yeah, and it was my first. It's like the only feat. I'm sharing most of my line with like Kirsten, Vinny, and the top part was CJ, and this is the only part that we like split off. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna test my line. The wind was good, and I was like, well, it's gotta happen at some point. Might as well do it now. And cameras were there. I was like, all right, well, here we go. Line up the rocks, and then I was in the air, and I was like, yep, this is not where I want to be.
Oh, really?
But here,
The feeling of dread as you left the lip.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, you said
Shit, look
you
how
said
fast you're
ocean in
going.
the air.
Oh my
I think his reaction sums it up
Yeah,
nicely.
just fully, just dragged
Oh.
my.
That's a pretty wild way to start your rampage.
Yeah, I broke my fork, broke my entire rampage bike.
Did you really?
Yeah, snapped my fork, wheels are bent, broke my bars.
Snap the fork.
Yeah, just like the crown, like the little.
Just the
I
crown.
think
yeah.
I saw your
But
bike
that'd be
it's in the back of the
Right.
truck.
Yeah, it's in the back of the
I saw
truck,
that. I was
yeah.
wondering, that's yours.
That's
okay.
mine, yeah, unfortunately. I was like, yeah, I wish I had a couple more hits before I drove it into a wall, but I mean.
So I would love for you both to talk to us about testing out features, because we've been walking around, I mean, men and women's side. Everything is built from scratch. Like, you eyeball it, you and your dig team eyeball it, and then you just have to test it out. And
Mhm.
like, there's nothing really you can do. Like, maybe Hannah, you go first. Of like, how do you judge speed into something that's like never been done before?
Totally. I feel like that's probably one of the biggest, like, almost underrated skill sets as a free rider coming to this event. And then also one of the things that sets this event apart from all other free ride events is like you are building and then testing the stuff you're going to ride for comp day. It's not like there's a course that's already here for you and they tell you the speed and they have everything set up. Like, you have to build it and like set yourself up for success. So you have to practice that too. Like, a lot of us have been practicing that like in our off season or in
Right.
our as our training to
Do you have to
prepare.
come here to practice that, you
No,
think?
you don't have to. Like, I think just just going through the whole process of building a feature from scratch, seeing like the raw terrain, turning it into the rideable feature that you had in mind, and then doing the visualization and the testing and the prep to then have it be successful is just that whole process is like what
Yeah.
you need to take out here. So
Totally.
Yeah.
How's it been for you, Janelle?
I mean, even just from NST to this, I feel like there's such a big difference because
Mhm.
most of the features in NST, I mean, all of the features in NST were pre-built, and then most of the team had like already tested it, so like knew like, oh, you have to go fast for this or you have to go slow for this, and then NST, like each of the girls kind of like use their strong suits and kind of like, oh, like I feel good on this, like I'll test this, and then kind of tell each other the other recipe. But then like yeah, for this it's like you build your own thing, or like you go to usually go to a feature and you're like, okay, start here and just coast from here and you're good. But yeah, you have to like decide, and yeah, it's like
It's all on you.
it's all on you,
Mhm.
and it's like hit me. I'm like, do I know what I'm doing? But then yeah, you just get on your bike, and I mean,
It is
sometimes you
much
know what you're
different.
doing.
It's a mad proposition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's you that's got to build a line that pushes your limits, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's a pretty mad concept.
You have to have so much like confidence in your vision from the start, because like you're up there on scout day, you pick a line that you think you can make rideable and it's going to be sick for your comp run, and then you have to commit to that, and you spend the next
Pressure
7
just builds
days.
up, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
You look at the line, you start building it, and then all of a sudden, oh my god, I've got to hit it.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's mad. It is mad to me. It really is. Have you noticed? I was speaking to Todd Barber, you know, the man behind the event yesterday, and he said, till now, he said the women's progression has been pretty incremental, and then he went like this. He literally moved his hand about a foot, and he said, "This is last year, and now we're here."
Nice.
And that, yeah, he said the women's progression this year at Rampage is like on another level. Do you agree when you're up there looking at the lines?
Yeah, for sure. Like the size of everything is like
Yeah.
we're hitting bigger lines, I think, than when the men were here. Like,
Yeah.
like I mean, we haven't hit it yet, but the line that me and Robin and Casey are hitting from the top was never ridden by the men because it was unsuccessful that
Yeah.
year.
Whoa.
There was I think it was 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Nico
way.
Vink had like on Looker's left, there was a massive drop, and everyone was like, Nico, like that's unrideable. Like
Yeah.
you literally can't do that. He tried it once, like crashed, like blew up or whatever, and everyone was like, yeah,
Yeah.
this is what Hannah is gonna ride
Now we got
this
the
year,
girls,
which is
yeah.
just like
We have more resources this year to make it rideable.
Sure,
But then
sure.
also I think it is a testament to like our progression having grown to the point where we're taking on
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
features that the boys were scared of and
yeah.
not able to ride. So
So can you talk to me about your dig teams? Like who is on them? How did you choose them? Like what does that look like?
yeah, for me, I chose my two friends, Sky and Keelan, who both live in Bellingham, and they both work for Transition Bikes, and so I've spent a lot of time with them digging and riding, and they're just the good vibes, like my really close friends, and just people that I trust their judgment. They know my riding style super well. We spend a bunch of time together. They're the people
They
I dig
advise
with.
you,
Yeah, for
like
sure.
when you're on Scout Dave, and they're like, that might be a bit much, or you can go bigger. Is it all like that as well?
Yeah, they were encouraging me. Like, for example, we looked up on the Nico's drop, deciding if we wanted to take on that project. They were like, "Oh yeah, we can do this." Like, and
And once
so
you
then
took
I-
it on, it's not like you can get to Wednesday
Yeah.
and go, Actually, can we build something
exactly.
else? So that's what I mean. The pressure does
Yeah.
build
Yeah,
it. Who
sure.
have you brought? Because must be a bit more like you've never had a dig team before,
No,
have
and it's funny because I know a bunch of kids, and I was like a bunch of like Utah, like local Utah kids, and I was like, yeah, like that'd be cool to have them on. But then half of them got into Rampage too, so I was like, all right, well, never mind. And then they took like the other people that I was thinking too, so I was like, well, I gotta look somewhere else now. So yeah, I've got Billy Spurway. He's from the UK, but he's part of the Duffy bike
Ah.
park
Ah,
crew.
well, he knows how to build
Yeah,
then, right?
yeah, and he actually dug at NST, and so that's where I actually met him out in New Zealand this past
Sick.
winter. And yeah, he shreds. He like has the exact style that I want, and same foot forward. So not that counted, but I was like, oh, maybe you.
Take anything you can get.
Yeah.
And then I have my other friend Zach Osborne. He's like, I have a brother, but he's like another brother to me. And every time I've ever been out to the desert, he's always been with me as well. So he knows how I ride, and yeah, I trust him, and he's also there in case this little mental breakdown. He's crying on his shoulder.
You need to be comfortable to people around
For
you.
sure.
And I haven't been for 20 years to Red Bull Rampage, but like the one thing I kind of notice is we've turned up at the start of the second week here when you're starting to get on bikes, but like the labour, how
Yeah.
hard the work
Yeah.
is to get that line built, to push a bike up there, to walk up there every day. Like you must have to manage that as well, right? There's a lot. There's so involved Red
Yeah,
Bull Rampage
for
in it.
sure.
Start to finish, it's mad.
That was the one thing was like I don't want to ask people to dig for me. I want them to like want to dig for me,
Yeah.
and like both of them were like super keen to dig, and I was like, well, if you're willing to put in the work, I guess we can make this work. So yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Janelle, can you talk us through your line, like top to bottom, like what you were thinking about?
From the top, you had to like figure out how to get to the first feature, which is like a little scree freeride zone, I guess. I'm doing Brandon's old drop, which Aggie and Lacondi had like another lip off of it, but I think we're just gonna do. Well, no, I don't think we are doing just Brandon's drop off of it, which is like a little down drop. And then after that, we're hitting a step down, and then we're kind of hopping back onto the ridge, and then that's where the part where like Vinny, Kirsten, and I and CJ all kind of like disperse in the middle section, and then that's where I had my drop, which is no longer. Now I'm turning into a step down because I was like, I don't know if I could see myself going off of it again. But yeah, like a little step down and then little hip and then merge back up with Vinny and Kirsten, and then we go off Sorgi's and Paul's old drop, and then meet back up with everyone else at the bottom for the trick jump down there. So
Whoa.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
cool. I
Sounds
mean,
hectic.
like, that is like, I mean, Kurt, I think won in 2015.
Yeah.
So it's like almost, you kind of know, it's like, okay, this is, it's got winning run potential.
Yeah,
kind
no,
of
for
thing.
sure. It's definitely some of the biggest stuff I've hit. So well, or will have hits, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm talking about that, like we said at the start, we are 48 hours now from the scheduled start.
Yeah.
You haven't, as ever, the wind, the weather, we're in the mountains
Mhm.
playing havoc. How much pressure do you feel under now? Because I guess you're not where you want to be for bike time on those runs, right?
Hannah's pretty.
I'm pretty close.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay,
I think you're the
cool.
furthest along.
I knew the weather was coming in. I went really hard on the first
No
practice.
way.
day.
Well, that's
Yeah.
genius.
That's
Then.
interesting.
So
Yeah.
you're quite relaxed.
I mean, I'm still stressing about that top
Relaxed
stuff.
isn't the right word. I
Yeah.
know. That's not the word to use. But you feel.
I'm on
you're-
track. I'm on
Yes.
schedule.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
confident with where you. And what about you now? After hitting the deck on.
Yeah.
on first
Well, the one feature I hit is no longer there, so I hit.
Back to square one.
I hit nothing.
She wiped it out with the side of her body.
Yeah, yesterday was just a chill day and just getting the boys we're like, okay, we need to rethink everything. So yeah, just kind of hung up on the mountain, but the boys were getting stuff done. So hopefully today, it doesn't look like it'll chill up, but if we get a little wind lull, we'll get it done. And if not, then tomorrow we'll probably have the entire line top to bottom.
Yeah.
So that'll be nice and just get really on there. So we'll see.
Yeah.
One of the things I guess about this event is the judging and like talking to them. They were talking about how it's like relatively like objective kind of categories and the way that they judge. Is that something you think about when you're building your line, or is it really just kind of building for yourself?
A bit of both. Like prior to coming here, I just kind of had like an idea in mind for what I wanted my run to be like which styles of features I wanted in my run. But then upon getting here, I definitely like went more towards the strategy side of things, like seeing what other people were doing. I was like, okay, I have to like maybe strategize a little bit to make
Yeah.
sure I'm on track for a run that I feel like will score well and like has all the elements to score well. So bit of both, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like a brief, like kind of an idea of what I wanted, and then I kind of stayed on track with it. Actually, I had like Brandon's line looked super fun, but then obviously splitting off of it at the end, like towards like halfway. But I just wanted like just a fun line, and I was like, if we could just throw in some jumps and stuff, I can just jib around on. That would be ideal. And so now I think we've got that. But yeah, I don't know. There's, I guess, always in the back, you're like, oh, if I could make it a little bigger, like it'd be better. Like if I could trick this, it'd be better. But like ultimately just want to get to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's difficult not to be influenced from what you see around you, from what other people are building, and because like it's a competition, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
and you are probably here to win it, right?
Yeah. I guess, I mean, me personally, I'm always stoked for everyone. And I'm like, shoot, like, I would never hit what you're hitting. I'm going to be so honest with you. But, like, I, like, totally,
Let's get
like,
it out there.
yeah, like, or, like, even Cammy's shoot, like, I was like, that is so gnarly. Like, I can never. But I guess, I don't know. I wouldn't, me personally, not really, but maybe.
Yeah.
Hannah's like, actually.
Yeah, I like didn't think I would be competitive like prior. I thought I was like, I'm just gonna come and like do what I want to do. But then as soon as I got here, I was like, yeah, I want to like
Yeah.
win. You know, I was like,
Right.
I want to try at least.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
So then I definitely like push myself a bit like for that reason.
Now that you're here, you know, in the thick of it, competing, riding, and things like that, what's something that you maybe underestimated that you're like, oh, that's way more gnarly? Like for the people at home, like something that they wouldn't think about that's being really difficult.
I think it's really hard to like from the beginning, like the scout day, you have to like commit to your plan. It's really, really hard to like plan the whole week and stay on that plan and just like you have to because we're on such a tight timeline. Like you have to have this line done and riding in these days for a competition that's gonna be live on TV. Like
Yeah.
but it's so hard to like look at a mountain and be like, yeah, I'm gonna make this and like do all this in this days and these days, and then the weather comes in and just
Yeah.
like it's just chaos. Like it's so hard to like stick to a plan in a situation where you really need to stick to a plan. You know, it's like
yeah.
the most chaotic environment to be like on a strict
Totally.
schedule.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
I feel like that's been the hardest thing for me. And then obviously just like the physical labor and like mental stress is like pretty real for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exhausting, like mentally as
Yeah,
well. That's right.
mentally for
yeah.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I bet you it's 24/7. You only think.
You're just
about
thinking
this.
about it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
In one sense, it's like simple. Like my life right now is very simple.
Yeah.
It's like I'm literally just
That's right.
focusing on
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
goal,
I got one
Yeah.
job.
which I kind of like. I'm just like eat food, sleep, and rampage.
Yeah.
2 weeks. That's all you're gonna
Yeah.
do. It's cool, isn't it? That is
Yeah.
a nice place to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's.
Even though it's stressful as hell.
Yeah. I'm honestly loving it though.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
But
Yeah,
you've been
dude.
thinking about this for
Yeah.
years now. Like
Yeah.
this has been the thing.
It's so fun being out there too, just like digging all day and just like all the different teams and
You can hear all
sick
the music.
vibes and
Yeah,
just
the
like
music.
Yeah, we got all the turtle boxes. You go to one side of the ridge, you hear this music. You go to the other side of the ridge,
Yeah,
you hear this other
yeah.
music.
Yeah.
It's like
So,
fun.
like, it's absolutely incredible at the event. It is
Yeah.
mad. Even driving up every morning, like I'm like, women
Yeah.
start, men start.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
look
sick.
at what we're at.
And you can
So
see
cool.
like like when you walk up to a section and you walk back down, you walk the next time you walk up to the section, it looks like completely
Right.
different.
Yeah.
It's like
True.
all the shapes are starting to form. It's pretty sweet.
What
Yeah.
about
But-
you, Janelle? What's something that like people at home maybe underestimate about being here and
Yeah.
competing?
That's a good question. I probably I feel like when you're like when you first see like you scope your like idea and then you start building it, you kind of like get desensitized to like the size and the scale. So you're always looking at it rather like when you like get up to a feature, you're like, okay, this is pretty big, or like I don't know. I feel like when I got on my bike, when I went to go hit my drop, I was like, well, I've looked at this 7 million times and like it looks, I don't know. I feel like just the scale and everything kind of just like it all turns into a blur and it's hard to judge how big something actually is
Yeah.
versus smaller. Like I was hitting the little like thing before your step down before the hip, like the little white cliff. I was like, oh, do I brake? Do I not? Like, and there's so many cameras, people are watching. You're like, do I know what I'm doing? I don't know. And it's
Funny you say that because we were just talking to Tommy G and he said that like you come off these like massive features and then the connecting bits is where you make the mistake. It's like a little double or whatever
Yeah.
and you like don't break enough or something like that. It's like those are the things that catch you out.
Yeah.
it's just way different than you would think it to be. I think.
It's just gnarly.
Yeah, it is. Everything about it. But yeah.
Oh, well, thank you guys so much for coming
Amazing.
in.
Yeah.
We-
Yeah. Thanks
We'll
for
let you
having
get
us.
back to
I
your
know.
much
Back to
needed-
work.
Yeah, you're
Back
back,
to
to work.
digging.
You're back
Back
to
to
work.
digging.
But
Yeah.
thanks so much for taking the time out and bloody good luck.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll need it. Oh.
I love it! Amazing!
Where did they get a cake
Amazing.
I
from?
love it.
He just made that while we were.
Did you just make
podcasting.
Dave is a chef in his spare time.
Oh no way.
Yes.
Aw.
gonna celebrate.
Aw.
Okay.
Happy
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to
So
you.
cute.
Happy
birthday,
dear
Janelle.
Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Thank you guys. Aw.
Oh, that's
You guys
so
want some
good.
Did you
cake?
wish you're gonna win?
I can't tell you.
How do you say happy birthday in Polish?
Wszystkiego najlepszego.
Oh, well,
So kazi urodzin.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
There you go. Thank you
Right
guys. I
on.
appreciate that. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
No, thanks. It's brilliant. That was
Yeah,
great.
appreciate
Nice
it.
chat.
Amazing.
Really good chat. Thank you very much.
Of
yeah,
course.
thank you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Make sure that you like and subscribe, follow us on the YouTube channel, and make sure you tune in to Red Bull Rampage on October 16th for the women and October 18th for the men on Red Bull TV and Red Bull Bike YouTube.